Testing, 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 testing. For some reason, the audio ain't playing on YouTube. Testing, testing. Okay, we got it going now. Give me 1 second. Okay. 8,
Yo,
what's good?
what's good, man? I was trying to set this thing up on my laptop, and then that wasn't working.
No, you can
This
only
thing on
do it
my
on your phone. Can't do it on your laptop.
okay. And then I guess it updated recently, so I had to enable my mic and all that.
Okay.
Hey, Lefty,
What?
where's Jake?
He's busy. He's got interviews to do.
Oh, tell me.
I didn't know I was supposed to inform everybody.
I am your co-host, ain't I?
When you show up,
I showed
matter
the
of
fuck
fact,
up.
matter
And
of
it's
fact,
a
everybody
big
should be
fight
asking
day.
where's Matt?
It's a
You know how to do shit. You missed
okay.
it.
How was the betting show yesterday?
Oh, it was good. We did the betting slash what do you call it? Betting slash Tank versus Ryan.
You got any good picks for the show for us?
Yeah, we had some UK people tell us about that UK card. Hold on, I gotta plug this laptop in. All right, hey.
Yeah.
Don't know you. Tell them what your job is.
Yeah, so I cover boxing for I'm the managing editor for Big Fight Weekend. Currently, used to be managing editor for nyfights.com. I'm on the Ring Magazine ratings panel. I also contribute for Fansided on the boxing side, and and I'm in the Marine Corps too. Been in the Marine Corps 25 years, so kind of do a little bit of everything.
You said you've been the Marine Corps for 25 years. Simplify.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Okay. You said also the Ring Magazine rating, so you don't want to keep Loma on the pound for pound list.
Oh man, yeah, I guess. I think that I think a lot of that stuff it was waiting for these next few fights because there's a lot going on and there's a lot that has been going on. So waiting on those things to occur, seeing the outcome of that. But I think there's gonna be a big shakeup in a lot of those things come June, July. It's gonna look different.
Okay. All right. So you had an interview with a guy that's on the card tonight. Yamaguchi.
Oh,
Falco?
Yamaguchi Falco. Yeah. So I spoke to him last night. His promoter is Michael Reyes from Reyes Boxing. He put me on the phone with him. He was having dinner with his wife, but he put me on the phone with him a couple hours after the weigh-in. He's super confident. Now, one thing that I don't know if it was out there or not, but they knew about the Morrell fight for 6 weeks. So they had the Morrell fight first before the dude from Ghana. And for whatever reason, he said something about Showtime didn't approve it. And so, they didn't have the fight anymore. But once old boy started having, the medical issues started coming up, they told their team, hey, just keep training. So although it appears on the surface, that it was last minute, they've been training for Morrell for the last 6 weeks.
Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Damn, I might change my bet. I still got Morrell by KO, but I got to change the over-under.
Good morning, y'all, and happy
Hold up,
weekend.
D1. This ain't the space like you joined the other day. This is the Saturday morning report. So we let the reporters speak, and then we get to the question and answer portion of the card.
Yes, sir.
All right. What else did you have this week that you wrote this week?
Yeah, so I did that. I spoke to David Morrell, because he be on his Michael Jackson breakdancing thing on IG, and he's just a fun guy, fun personality. He doesn't seem like he takes stuff like super serious, not in that type of way, right? Like he doesn't allow the situation to get the best of him. So, spoke to him, dropped that on Big Fight Weekend. The prediction article was my biggest one. I had George Foreman, I had Papoose, I had Arsonist from the Heatmakers. I had, let me see who else. I can't remember. I'm pulling it up right now. I had Holt McConley. I had you. Most important, I should have started with that, right? I got Holt McConley on there. Who he's gonna be on Mission Impossible. The second part, so next year's. My man Charles Malik Whitfield, DJ Scream from Atlanta, my boy Danny Lonsdrift, who's a Wu-Tang alum, and my guys Fernando and Ricky from the website. So that was dope. They all gave different perspectives. Just wanted to do something different, right? This is a kind of an outside the box type of fight, and I wanted to get people that normally don't speak on the sport to get on it, with the exception of George Foreman, of course. But George Foreman is George Foreman.
Did anybody pick Ryan?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I got $100 on it tonight.
Chase Demore, the one that is from the
last night.
No, the one that beat. Yes, the one that got the bottle thrown at him by Nate Diaz. Him. He picked Ryan. And one of the writers, Fernando, picked Ryan.
Didn't he also get beat in the ring last night?
No.
The guy got disqualified for hitting him while he was down.
I don't know if he got disqualified or not because I wasn't watching. I saw the highlight of him hitting him while he was down. I don't know if they officially disqualified him though.
Yeah, they disqualified him.
Yeah.
No, hold on, wait. Chase Demore knocked out Steve Knight, and then he hit him on the ground, and Chase Demore was disqualified. And then Nate Diaz threw that water bottle at him.
Okay, yeah. That's what happened, and so we'll see what it is, man.
Y'all said Nate Diaz.
Wait, y'all. I'm removing from the speaker because look, this is how we do it. We had a guest speak. And then we take questions from the audience. So if you got a question, I'll let you back up in the question and answer portion of the space. They're throwing me off. I was in my groove. All right, continue, Abe.
Yeah, so Chase, he knocked his dude out, hit him while he was down. He apologized. He felt really bad about it. Kind of got caught up in the moment. And then later on that night, I guess Nate Diaz realized that he was sitting behind him, and as soon as he did, he took the water bottle and just chucked it at him, and it was a whole melee after that.
And then Nate Diaz got into it with somebody on the street and choked him out.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised.
Video. But hey, what happened to Yeti Gang TV fighting Lil Cray Cray?
I don't know. You got me on that. I was watching something else, and then I was following the Chase one because obviously I had wrote a story on him for Fansided where I asked him about him looking crazy in his second fight, throwing punches like he never fought a day in his life, and he was a good sport about it. He laughed about it and stuff like that. But I was just kind of like paying attention because of him, and then that was it. Who
is Chase Demore anyway? Is he a football player or something?
So he plays football. He used to play for the Canadian Football League, and he did some indoor football arena stuff. But he's most famously known because he's he was on the Mario Lopez dating show a few years back, but then also more recently he was on The Perfect Match that is on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
And so he's more known for that. You know what I mean? And you know, he does his little, you know, YouTube stuff or whatever, and you know, he's got a solid, you know, couple mil following.
Okay. All right. Well, back to the real fights. My bad.
Yeah, no, I thought that.
I didn't mean to distract y'all. So do y'all have anybody in Vegas this weekend covering the fight?
No, we don't, because you know, I should have been there, but I had ankle surgery 6 weeks ago, so I've been on the shelf, and I didn't want to head out there like that. But now Dan Raphael's out there, but he's more so doing his stuff for his Substack. But I think he's gonna file something for a big fight on the undercard.
Okay. And what are you hearing about? What's the atmosphere like out there? What's the word out there? Any good news?
Oh yeah, that is crazy. That is buzzing like crazy. Well, Michael Reyes, right? He don't got no skin in the game other than him being Yamaguchi's promoter. He said that there was like 20,000 people out there. He thought.
Oh, at the weigh-in?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, that was the biggest scene that he's been a part of or has witnessed in 20 years.
Ray Falco is the brother of what's the middleweight or the 168 middleweight. KG, you like to come up
I'm
here
not
and
sure.
also give us some perspective of how it's going out there at Vegas. So don't be shy, my man. Come on.
Yeah. And my man who owns a restaurant out there, Puerto Rican spot, like the biggest in town, Sofrito Rico. He was saying that the city's been like on fire like the whole week.
Reminiscence of Floyd when Floyd was running Vegas.
Yeah, a little bit, little bit. And I got some like inside news that I just got via text, not about this fight, but about something else, and we can get into that once we get done with all this.
No, drop it on us now. You got me.
Okay, all right. So I'm getting as far as Andy Ruiz's situation. So you know, TMZ dropped that, you know, his girlfriend and all that other stuff. So I'm getting something from a source that that is going to be all sorted out. That it's not going to affect his fight. He said that the issue with the Fury thing is that Fury can't come to the U.S.
Oh, okay. So they not trying to go to the UK to fight Fury?
So it leaves limited options to make that fight. And obviously, if you want Andy to go over there, then you got to pay him, right?
Right.
And pay him well. So I don't know if they on the other side are looking to do that. They're not Eddie Hearn and Matchroom who's gonna throw in a bunch of money out there. You know, they're gonna penny pinch a little bit. And I don't know if Andy's gonna be rocking with that or not.
Okay, that makes sense. But I mean, so that's probably another reason the Usyk thing didn't happen. Limited travel options.
Yeah. Limited travel options, and you know they weren't willing to compensate, you know, for that.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta, you know, and it's always been kind of like a thing, right? Like if an American fighter goes across the pond to fight, you know, someone in Europe or in Asia, whatever, you know, normally they sweeten the pot a little more in order to, you know, kind of justify making the trip, because you already know that the odds are going to be stacked against you. I don't necessarily know if that's what, you know, the Fury team isn't doing, right? They're treating it as if it's still a domestic fight for those guys that are coming over, even though they're coming over and making.
So have you heard any other possible for Fury if Ruiz isn't able to make the fight?
No, I just got that from the Andy Ruiz side, but I didn't hear anything else about any other options. But I know that Terry Lane the manager of Zhilei Zhang, he was saying that he had gotten some interesting phone calls as of late. So uh, there aren't too many interesting phone calls you can get other than maybe Joshua, Usyk, or Fury. I mean, I have to believe is one of those three. Joshua not fighting until December. Um, that could be a real possibility. And let's not forget they got history. Zhang and Joshua got history.
So you think Joshua will fight Zhang?
He might. He might very well take that fight. They got history, man. So they fought at the Olympics, and Zhang felt like he got robbed because the Olympics was in the UK, and that's when he got the silver medal, I think, and then Joshua ended up getting the gold.
Yeah. So what is this four fight card in Saudi Arabia, whatever? Is this real or what, man? What's going on? Was it bullshit?
Oh, the whole thing with the, you know what? This is the thing, and I think I tweeted this in the beginning of the week. Anything crazy that you hear during a fight week like this, don't believe it. Because people will say whatever just to get the rub from the event.
That's true. That's true. Like
you know what I mean? So
the
ain't nobody was talking about that the zone card, right? Nobody was talking about Eddie Hearn. So what does he do? Hey, there's a big fight. Maybe I should get my name out there to, to get some hits and maybe people, get on the event or whatever from this afternoon. Let me just say something crazy. And that's what I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure those they were like conversations, but actual pen to paper or documents being exchanged. I don't think that was
like some BS. KB, we got KB checking in for Vegas. What's good? What's good, KB?
Hey, just to echo what Abraham was saying, what Abe was saying is, yeah, the buzz here is tremendous. It's been like that since the start of the week, but it's continuing. I mean, right now, this is it's just amazing. It really, really, really is. So, I think tonight's going to be something special.
Hey, KB, are you at the MGM Grand Buffet or what?
Was it? Have you tried it before, or I don't know? I'm not a buffet guy.
Yeah. No, I'm not either. But usually I make one stop over there on my trips.
Hey, was you on stage during the weigh-in, KB?
No, not on stage. No, that was crazy. There were a lot of people.
Yeah, what's the intensity like between these two actual fighters? Because it's looking crazy on camera.
Yeah, I feel like I was saying it before. I feel like the energy changed at the press conference on Wednesday, and it's been like that ever since. I mean, it's been ramped up. So I think everything sort of changed because it's been a contentious but cool kind of promotion. But I think when Oscar spoke on that stage and then said what he said, and then Leonard got up there and just hit him with a Galata shot. Everything sort of the intensity's ramped up since then.
That should have been the co-main, Oscar versus Leonard. That shirt Oscar had on yesterday. Oscar's hilarious though. But
did you get to see Oscar's shirt up close, KB?
I saw it, yes.
Because it appeared that his nipples were showing.
I didn't get that close. I didn't get that.
I'm just asking. Because I saw a crazy picture with him and Benavidez.
Yeah. I saw that photo too. I haven't seen David. I didn't know that David was here, but there are going to be a lot of people here, I think, tonight.
Yeah, it is. All right, we go.
Are you guys expecting a clean sellout?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yes.
Wait, what's the sellout there?
Not
16,
even
17?
not even
Nah, it's
thinking
22
about that at this point. Not even,
It's 22, ladies.
It staged for 22,000 for boxing.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Yeah, they had 22 for Canelo Triple G2, I think.
Okay. I don't know. I ain't never been to that T-Mobile, so I have no idea. But
That's a dope arena though. I love that arena.
any other rumors out there about are deals getting made for possible fights, or is everybody just
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty big one tonight. You know, I think everybody's just buzzing about that. You know,
I think we need a Mayweather Manny type of get the fight done, meet up and get the fight done. So who all is out there as far as like stars and shit like that you seen it?
By stars, we mean boxers. We don't
No,
really care
we mean
about celebrities.
outside of boxing.
Oh, come on,
Hey,
man.
and I was gonna say this might be a clout fight, but Nate Diaz is supposedly got a contract.
Bro, we are not talking about no Nate Diaz. Jesus Christ, did I tell this dude that, bro? This is a structure to this show. You're not speaking no more.
I see.
Somebody's
I see-
crotchety this morning.
I'm not
I
drunk.
see Justin Timberlake out there.
It's a structure to the show. We do the reporters, we take the news, and then we get the question or it's the person. Ain't nobody talking about no goddamn Nate Diaz. That was just one little bit. Don't
Okay,
nobody care about
okay, Lefty.
it. Ain't no goddamn okay. It's the truth.
Yeah,
Because he keep throwing
you're
me off with
absolutely
this
right,
Nate
Lefty.
Diaz shit that ain't nobody even talking about.
All right, Lefty, you're right, man. Move on.
I see Justin Timberlake out there with B-Cuss, and somebody told me that Puff's gonna be there too. A few other folks. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember who some of the other guys that said they
Did
were
Barack
gonna be
Obama come, KB?
I don't know. I don't know if he can get a ticket.
Anybody see Madonna out there yet?
Yeah, is Madonna there?
I haven't seen a celebrity list or anything, but I think that I think you guys might be pleasantly surprised.
All right, let's get to the real question, KB. The whole situation. What's going on out there? Who's down there? We need to know about the ladies that's coming through for this fight. We know Ryan and Tate bring them out. All right. What have you seen down there as it pertains to the talent that you've seen so far?
I mean, there's a lot of great talent on the card.
Come on, this guy. You ain't married, KB. Come on, man.
Yes, I am.
KB married?
Yes.
Yeah, he's married.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He married with
Yeah.
8 kids. Bro, D1, you're not getting back
With
up
8
there to talk
kids?
about no damn Nate Diaz. Matt, don't add this dude to talk about no damn.
I never added him the first time, Lefty. He don't follow me.
Yo, KB just gave you the shoulder roll, bro.
Listen, I need to know the ladies is out there. Is Riley Reid out there?
Who was that?
What?
World-renowned porn star, Riley Reid. She was at
Man, ain't nobody
Nobody
paying
know
attention
no
to
damn
people,
Riley
dog.
Reid.
She was
What
at
did
one of their
Dr. Umar
previous
say?
fights.
What Dr. Umar
say?
tell you
What
the
did
other
Dr.
day, man?
Umar say in that video? Okay.
Listen, she was at one of the other fights and she peed on the floor at the Staples Center. Y'all don't remember that?
Oh
I
boy.
don't be, I don't be
No.
in the porn star. Hey, so we
man.
haven't. Hold on, wait. We
Defensive
haven't heard
updates on
anything
this
about
show.
the ring walks. What are we expecting for the ring walks tonight? Any surprises, or just the standard or basic? Or what?
I haven't heard anything. I'm real excited though.
So you don't know who's walking out Ryan or who's walking out Tank, or you just not gonna tell us?
Nah.
You just not gonna tell us?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
So KB ain't gonna tell us shit, man. Come
This
on,
dude
dog.
though, he swear he don't know nothing. He know everything. Man, don't let him fool you. So are we getting Madonna walking out Tank? Or no? Did the cartel show up?
Who?
All right, let's move this along. Okay, we're gonna do the question and answer portion. Go ahead. Who got a question?
Let me type in.
A non-Nate Diaz question.
I don't talk about that type of stupid shit.
Okay.
Hey, KB, what up, bro? Yo, I know you've been in the industry for a while. Can you give a 1-to-1 for how big this fight feels? Like, I know you probably been in like a bunch of Mayweather fights. Like, where do you leading into it at least? Because it hasn't happened.
You know what? I haven't been in a bunch of Mayweather fights, so I can't even speak to that. I've heard a lot of people who have been. Not a lot of people, but I've heard a couple people who have been say that it's got that kind of feel. And this is by far the biggest fight that I've ever been involved in. I mean, this is crazy.
What second?
It is really,
just so people could contextualize that comment. What second?
I would say the second Wilder Fury fight was pretty big.
Okay.
Canelo Plant was pretty big, but this feels different. We'll see.
I should pick for the fight.
I think Tank in 7 or earlier.
You must have read
it's a dangerous fight, but it's in shape. His energy's high. He looks really comfortable behind the in front of the camera. There's that confidence, that intensity, and he's just a better boxer, and I think that Ryan could have the right game plan. I don't think he can keep up with Tank's adjustments, ring IQ, and I think Tank's going to be forceful, and apply intelligent aggression and get him out of there.
I agree 100%. Okay, D1, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. Just looking forward to the fights. What fights do y'all have, predicted, that occurred, maybe bigger, about this type of fight?
Hey, you want to answer that?
I'm not really sure what the question was.
What other fight you think would be bigger than this fight after this? And use maybe Earl Campbell and Bud Crawford if it ever happens. Like besides that, what other fight you think would?
Earl Campbell played football. No,
Yeah,
this nigga.
honestly,
no.
I think I think that I honestly I think that commercially and I've been on the record saying this like for the last 3 years, 3.5 years. This is probably the biggest fight here domestically, commercially that could be made. Period. In the UK, obviously, it'd be Fury Joshua or Fury Usyk or whatever. But here, I think these are the two biggest guys that are known outside of boxing purists, and I've been saying that. And people were even on Twitter, they shitted on me like 18 months ago, 24 months ago when I said this is the biggest fight. Period. But it is like as far as commercially, this is it. This is the mega fight. This almost reminds me, and I wasn't an adult at that time, but it kind of reminds me of like Hagler Leonard as far as the event and how people were excited for it. Like that level of excitement is the vibe that I get for this one.
Hey, that dude was on the space the other day. He said he bet $200 on Ryan. Then he said he wanted to see the winner fight Boots.
Yeah,
you know,
I told him he should have just sent me that 200, man.
Oh man,
not to get on him too bad.
Well, weight cut. A lot has been said about Ryan Garcia's weight cut and the way he looked. Like I say more. I'll to you guys.
I don't know how he looks now, but he seemed fine yesterday. After around, yeah, he seemed fine.
I don't know. I'm not a weight cutting expert. I'm trying to drop 15 pounds right now, but I'm not a weight cutting expert. So. All I know is,
yeah,
you agree, you get a fight, and you win.
Yeah, he didn't look too bad. I'm not a weight cut expert, but I've had 2 weight cut. Being in the military, it sucks, right? Because they do it by height and weight. It doesn't matter like genetics or anything like that. It's a standard solid line. So I've had to do that, especially in my older years, and that it sucks. It sucks, and you feel a certain type of way, but it didn't look like he looked too bad.
So I don't understand if he was 135.5, why did he have left? Was that half a pound that much where he couldn't make the lightweight?
Honestly, this is, and I'm going to say this from my personal experience, right? When you get down to a certain point of your weight that you've already cut, every like half a pound to a pound is extremely, extremely difficult. Trust me when I tell you, I say it from experience. It gets really, really hard, and you have to do 4 times as much to lose that half a pound than you would have the first 10 pounds. So, although we can say that from the surface, I think it's a little more complicated than just saying, hey, he could have just came in at 135.
That's true. That's true. Who's that on it? Is that your noise in the background? We got any more questions? Go ahead, Lex.
Yo, KB, another one. You got a lot more chefs in the kitchen. This has been smooth work. I know that press conference with Leonard and Oscar was a little crazy. Like, has everything been all right, or a little chilly in there?
I'll be honest. I didn't come up here to really answer questions. I was just chiming in about the atmosphere.
Nah, forget it. You good? No. Skip that question. Now. Forget you good.
Yeah. Let me step out. No, you're good, man. Let me step out though. So,
Wait, before you step out, KB, when you was on stage, all decked out in white, looking cleaner than the border house for that press conference, did you know that was your moment to shock? I saw you, all up in the video.
I'm not. I'm
just
getting
your video.
It's my job, dude. I mean, afterwards, I keep telling myself like I gotta move even farther away from the cameras, but you really can't escape them. So,
for real,
yeah. No,
looking cleaner than the chitlin in your.
Word. I was like, yo, that KB. Oh, that's KB.
Like you right out there ready to sell some insurance. All right, what else we got? Undercard. Matt, what's your prediction for the undercard, the 3 fights on the undercard?
So the undercard, you have David Morrell versus Yamaguchi Fakao. So David Morrell is a huge favorite for those who understand betting. I think if you guys are going to take David Morrell, he's going to win within the first 6 rounds. I don't think Fakao got anything for him. So rounds 1 through 6, minus 170. It's looking good, guys. Also on the undercard, you got Young Vito, Voice of the Young People. Vito Mielnicki, he's fighting today. He's up against a no-hoper. Vito is a minus 950 favorite against Jose Sanchez Charles. I think Vito is going to do his thing. You got Elijah Garcia, for some reason, coming back a month after fighting Alvacal Vidal. He fought him in March, and now he's back already in April. Is this too short of a layoff? I don't know. We'll find out. But he's going up against Kevin Salgado Zambrano, who has never been knocked out before. So it's going to be interesting to see how much this 19-year-old kid has against this guy who's, basically trying to resurrect his career. You also have my nephew, Floyd Schofield, for the Golden Boy portion. He's going to be fighting Jesus Valentin Leon. He's a minus 3,000 favorite, so you already know what that is. He's just up to win that fight, basically. You got the rematch between Beck the Bully and Gabriel Rosado. Beck the Bully's a huge favorite in this one, as he was in the first fight. Gabe hasn't looked good in his last couple fights, and obviously he's long in the tooth, But I think what's curious about that is Gabe beat him the first time wasn't a lucky punch. He set up the punch. And there was a couple of times he tried to set up that punch, that same exact punch that he knocked him out with. So will he be able to do it again, or do we think Beck has learned from that and now he'll be able to see that punch coming? That's basically what's on the undercard. Nobody really cares about the undercard. This is about the big event. This is about you. And there's not one section in body will be profiting off the fight because there are no belts on the line. This is just two defeated fighting for the championship of each other. That's the best thing in boxing.
I agree 100%. And for those with FanDuel is now running a Gervonta Davis by KO, TKO, DQ special at plus 110. At plus 110. It was minus 135.
That's pretty cool because when I got it, it was at minus 150. So plus 110 is pretty good.
That's cash in, that's guaranteed cash in your pocket.
No, don't say that. How we know Ryan won't win? See, I don't like when people listen. Ryan has a good chance to win. I've always thought Ryan is the only guy that could give Tank issues because Ryan's length, his speed, his athleticism. I always thought he could give Tank issues. I think this is a night that we find out what both guys are made of. And I don't think there'll be any losers besides the box rec loser in this fight. I think both guys are going to come out with bigger fan bases and with more fanfare than when they came into this fight.
I agree. But I also think Tank is really like this fight. I thought the Hector Luis Garcia fight, in that fight, I thought maybe he might have been overlooking him. He showed his level that he wasn't. So, yeah, I think Tank is really locked in for this fight. And I don't see anybody out there beating Tank really locked in. Go ahead, Trill.
So Matt said something about nobody caring about the undercard. I would tend to disagree. There's this guy fighting somebody named Jesus Valentin Leon, and I'm pretty sure Matt is familiar with, named Floyd Schofield. What do you think about that fight, Matt?
Yes, my nephew. Nephew gonna win.
All right, so don't disrespect
gonna
your
win.
nephew again. He representing Texas, nigga. Don't make me have to come up there to New York and get on
Yeah,
your
he
ass.
gonna win. He gonna win. Probably gonna win by knockout.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I mean, it is what it is, though. It's a demolition job. That's what it's set up to be. Nothing to write home about.
Floyd Schofield's the real deal.
Yes, he is.
Hey, Lefty, I wanted to add real quick. What was it? Davis at MGM, bet MGM. Davis at plus 500 by decision. Not a bad bet. I'm leaning more towards the decision victory than anything else. I think it's going to go to the cards, but a plus 500 to throw a couple of dollars on that might not be a bad bet.
On decision?
Yep.
I see, right.
Quick question. Do we know what gloves they're using?
You said, do we know what?
We know what gloves the guys are using.
What did you say?
The gloves they're using, last I heard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they are using boxing gloves. They're using boxing gloves for this fight.
They're not using the new Mike Tyson gloves.
No, I know Ryan usually uses the Canelo ones, the no boxing, no life or whatever.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard early on in the camp that supposedly Tank was going to be using the same ones, but I guess we'll see later on.
Yeah. Well, there's been a couple of things, the glove thing comes with, a deal and money and all that, as far as, which ones they wear and all that. And I know there was a couple of times where Tank just ended up wearing a plain old glove with no logo on it. So, which changed at fight night, I think it was. So who knows? Who knows? But I don't think that's going to make that much of a difference. I'm still leading on that, Lefty. It's going to go 12.
Okay. I think it's going to be a highlight KO. A highlight KO. But
I'm not saying that the knockdown doesn't happen. I'm just saying that it's not going to be the definitive what settles the fight. I think that it's going to go 12.
Was that your pick for the fight in the article?
Yeah. 12 rounds.
Right, I'm all in on Tank by KO at this point. D1.
I
talk about Earl Campbell.
Well, no, Earl Sanders. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. But betting wise, if you bet on the draw or you bet on just going the distance, I mean, that's a good bet right there.
Yes, Abe just said that. All right. Does anybody else have something to contribute? Contribute being the key word. Hey, what are you doing? Watching this?
When do they check the day of weigh-in?
Yeah, this mic. Abe sound like he in a watch this.
Today's weigh-in is supposed to be at 11 local time, so probably in another 2 hours or so.
Nah, Lefty, it's me and little man over here.
You mean
Watches out of town.
You mean the second day weigh in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should Ryan blow it? Is there a fine?
I mean, I'm sure there's a fine if he does blow it, but when these guys are making, I don't know, they'll probably make over 10 mil, maybe, right? With when everything's all said and done with endorsements and all that. I don't know if a mil is going to be or less than that to be, that much of a hit when you're making, maybe potentially 10, 15 million dollars. But it's up to him how he wants to do it. I think he makes it though. I don't think that he blows it. He doesn't get that much bigger after fights. So I think he'll be right okay. He'll be right there at 146. Be all right.
I agree. The crazy part in this Tank by KO, they not letting you parlay it with nothing.
Oh, they're savages, man. They know what they're doing.
Anyway. All right, we got any more questions, comments, concerns? Anybody want to speak before we shut it down? And don't forget, we got a DAZN card. What time does that DAZN card start?
2 p.m. Eastern. It starts. But the main event, probably like closer to 5 o'clock. 4:30, 5 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
And that's for the IBF super featherweight title, I think.
Who you got in that Cordina?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen too much of them to give like a really solid prediction. Super featherweight, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it though. I'm interested, so I'm definitely gonna watch it. And we'll see how it shakes out. But I wanted to plug in real quick, Lefty, if I can. For those that like, if you're working and you can't watch the fight and you just want to follow along, I'm gonna do a round by round live update on the big fight weekend. I'll post it on my I'll pin it to the top of my page, so y'all can keep hitting refresh after every round, and you'll see what happens. I'll put a little blurb in there and how I'm scoring the fight.
All right, y'all got it. Anybody else got something to plug? Matt, Ray, you want to come up here and plug your shirts?
As a matter of speaking of shirts, Ray just dropped 2 shirts, right? Where Ray at?
If you want to purchase one of Ray's shirts, go to his page or hit him in.
Hit him on the DM.
Please don't let Ray plug them whack ass shirts.
Well, man, get some money. You know how much money he been losing gambling. He need to get that back.
Oh, this is true. This is very true.
Man. Hey, listen, I appreciate y'all for having me. Hopefully it was worth your time. And for anything boxing, just hit me up here at AG718.
You'll know if it was worth our time if we invite you back on.
No doubt.
Abe is always welcome.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
I guess Ray can't join, but anybody want to buy Ray shirt, just go to his page or hit him up, DM him, and to get one of his shirts. All right, y'all. So that's about it. We will be hosting a space post-fight. Might do one for the undercard, but I doubt it. But we will be hosting a space.
Do you have any predictions for the undercard, Lefty?
Yes, I have. Where's my prediction? I have in Garcia by KO and Tank by KO.
Okay. How much that pay out? Did you put that in?
Yes, it pays out. If you put $1 on it, it pays out $12.03.
Okay.
That's along
So
with Jordan
it's-
Thompson money line.
So it's plus 8. Okay.
Plus 1183.
Okay. Good stuff, Lefty.
Thank you.
All right, now it's probably time for the Hitman post Lefty show space. So let's all tune into that.